now embark on a ceremonial vehicle drive past. This is his second National Day Parade as our head of state. Come on, Singapore! Let's show our appreciation to President Tharman Shanmugaratnam by waving our flags as the vehicle drives past you. It is a joyous moment at the bottom as the crowds and contingents gather here today to celebrate Singapore's Diamond Jubilee and 60 years of independence together with our presidents. The guard of honor will now execute the feu de joie, or fire of joy, to celebrate our nation's birthday.
Kawalan kehormatan akan tembak beriswa. Isikan peluru. Hormat. Tembak. Isikan lagi. Hormat. Tembak. Isikan lagi. Hormat. Tembak. Kawalan kehormatan datang senjata. Kawalan kehormatan musuh senjata. Mr. aerial tribute to our nation by the Republic of Singapore and its Republic.
The president will now take his seat.
Paris, Senande!
To celebrate Singapore's 60th birthday, the Republic of Singapore Air Force has put together a special aerial tribute. First up, 6 F-15SG Eagles will execute a flight past. Look out for 2 aircraft executing a full afterburner climb, signifying peace and prosperity. Rounding up the aerial display are 4 F-16 Fighting Falcons in a diamond formation. Watch as they execute a diamond cross maneuver. Happy birthday, Singapore!
Happy birthday, Singapore!
Paris, Senande! Hilang! Kawalan kehormatan tiap! Yang lain, juga senjata! Paris akan berjalan keluar dalam masa cepat. Kehormatan dahulu. Kawalan ke kiri dan ke kanan. Front!
Ladies and gentlemen, we now see the colors party forming up for the traditional march past, together with the 6 Guard of Honor contingents. A total of 40 marching contingents is featured in this evening's parade. Standing proudly behind them are the 6 contingents from the SAF and home team, 10 contingents from the uniformed youth organizations, 18 social-economic organizations, and the combined band. Together, the contingents represent the country's commitment to the 6 pillars of total defense: military, civil, social, economic, digital, and psychological defense. As a mark of respect, please rise as the Colors Party marches past your immediate front. Leading the march past is the parade commander Commander, Lieutenant Colonel Mohammed Firdaus bin Mohammed Ghazal. The state colors representing the foot services of the Singapore Armed Forces are in the forefront, followed by the Parade Regimental Sergeant Major, Senior Warrant Officer Lin Chia Hui. Following behind are the 36 Regimental Colors, with the Colors Regimental Sergeant Major, Military Expert 3, Ong Sin Chui. Guard of Honor contingent is next, formed by men from the 1st Commando Battalion. It is led by Major Aaron Lim. We turn our attention now to the Navy Guard of Honor contingent, formed by men from the Naval Diving Unit. This contingent is led by Major Justin Kwok. Now see the Republic of Singapore Air Force contingent, comprising men and women from the Air Power Generation Command. This 3rd Guard of Honor contingent is led by Military Expert 5, Cho Hong Kwok. Next is the Guard of Honor contingent from the Medical and Intelligence Service, comprising personnel from Defense Cyber Command, Joint Intelligence Command, and SAF C4 and Digitalization Command, led by Military Expert 5, Jesper Hui Chin Peng. Coming up is the Guard of Honor contingent from the Singapore Police Force, formed by men and women from the Police Training Command, led by Deputy Superintendent of Police, Alex Chu. Finally, we have the Guard of Honor contingent from the Singapore Civil Defense Force, comprising personnel from the SCDF headquarters, the Civil Defense Academy, the 4 Land Divisions, and the Marine Division. This contingent is led by Major Lee Eun Han. Ladies and gentlemen, bringing the parade closer to you, the contingents from the SAF, Home Team, the SAF Volunteer Corps, and the Uniformed Youth Organizations are now forming up for the onward march. SAF, Home Team, and students from our uniformed youth organizations march onward through the stands. They carry with them the spirit of unity and our shared commitment to move forward as one nation, one people, one Singapore. Come on, Singapore! Let's wave our flags and cheer them on! Our economic groups are up next. Leading the way, we have People's Action Party, PAP Community Foundation, led by Mr. Zulkarnain Abdul Rahim, and the National Trades Union Congress, led by Ms. Noor Irdawati binti Chudin. They are followed by Keppel Limited, led by Mr. Andrew Whitmarsh, and Semcorp Industries Limited, led by Mr. Quentin West. Ocean International Private Limited, led by Mr. Lawrence Lipp, and Singtel, led by Mr. Lionel Chip. Following behind them, we have PBS and POSB, led by Mr. Kyle Ang Kai Chin, and BSA International, led by Mr. Ki Myung Koo. The People's Association, led by Mr. Fong Yun Chiu, and One Team Singapore, led by Mr. Maurice Sim. They are followed by the contingent from Grab, led by Mr. Edmund Tang, and one Changi contingent by Changi Airport, led by Mr. Brian Lam Kai Wood. Marching forward now is Propnex Rail Team, led by Mr. CJ Tew, and Citrium Limited, led by Mr. Muhammad Nur Fahan bin Abdul Aziz.
เร็วๆนี่เข้าใจสุด
Up next, we have EU Holidays, led by Mr. Ong Han Chik, and Saks, led by Mr. Daniel Lowe. Two social-economic contingents on Goodhood.sg, the digital company, led by Mr. Tong Siu Hyun, and Shopee, led by Mr. Kevin Chen. The marching music for the parade and ceremony is provided by the combined band, comprising members from the SAF Central Band, the SPF Band, the Singapore NCC Command Band, and the NPCC Band, led by Director of Music, Military Expert 5, Ignatius Wong, and the drum majors, Military Expert 2, Jash Chua King Hui, Senior Staff Sergeant Mohammed Faisal Banju, Staff Sergeant NCC Siu Kaiser, and Sergeant NPCC Tang Tzu Cheng. Next, the mobile column was first introduced in NDP 1969 with 18 AMX tanks, symbolizing our resolve to defend Singapore. Featured in milestone years, the mobile column returns in SG60 with the first ever integration of assets in the air and at the Marina Bay. Presenting to you the Mobile Column 2025.
க்ளீன் பண்ணிட்டாங்க.
Defending Our Nation showcases the SAF's combat platforms. This year's mobile column is commanded by Lieutenant Colonel N.S. Alex Channon, mounted on the mighty Leopard 2 main battle tank. Our first wave of vehicles showcases our armored fighting forces with their impressive firepower, protection, and mobility across all terrain. They are swift and decisive in the battlefield.
F-15
SG Eagles will cross each other and execute a multi-axis vertical climb around the behind are the versatile Bronco all-terrain track vehicles which can perform a variety of tasks. A340 MRTT, which enhances air power by refueling our fighter jets in midair. Following behind the MRTT are four F-16 fighting Falcons and the G-550 aircraft, which detects aerial threats.
Nice.
Together, they clear the skies for our army to advance unimpeded.
Wow, nice. Wow. Tarik kamera boleh banget. Sama super.
Intelligence and artillery assets. The new V-15 unmanned aerial vehicle. It takes targets from far to allow artillery, including the high mobility artillery rocket system and howitzers, to destroy targets up to 17 kilometers away. Next, our light strength vehicles are stealthy, swift, and can destroy bigger vehicles, including tanks. Next are our combat engineers, bridges, and vehicles. They overcome any obstacle for our forces to continue their advance. Watch as the M3G opens its ramp to become a float bridge. Seen earlier during the presidential gun salute, our M3Gs provide specialist combat engineer capabilities, supporting up to 150 tons in weight and providing flexible solutions for any terrain challenge. Together with mobility support system, they help transport our land forces across all terrain.
Nice.
Flying over. And artillery assets. The new V-50 unmanned aerial vehicle detects targets from far to allow artillery, including the high mobility artillery rocket system and howitzers, to destroy targets up to 70 kilometers away. Next are our signal vehicles, helping to connect our forces in the battlefield. Behind are our combat service support vehicles. They sustain our operations and keep our troops going. And Spider ground-based air defense missile systems, standing ready to safeguard Singapore skies around the clock. Look to the screens to see our maritime assets sailing at Marina Bay. The Navy's combatant craft medium and its new unmanned surface vessel detect and respond to maritime threats. Look up soon to see our Charlie 130 Hercules and Fokker 50 aircraft. Together with our ships and soldiers, these aircraft have been deployed in Asia and beyond to support humanitarian missions as well as counter-piracy in the Gulf of Aden.
என் தலைக்கு மேல பறக்குதுப்பா கரெக்டா
Everyone is part of the same thing, and no matter the mission, no matter the complexity, no matter the unique circumstance of every mission, it boils down to ensuring that your fundamentals are always compatible. Missions, there are always a lot of unseen sacrifice, both at the individual level as well as the family. At the end of the day, we know what our duties are, and find a way to show. And I think that is what keeps us going.
Keep your eyes on the screen for segment 3, Securing Our Singapore, showcasing SAF and home team integration. At the bay are the police Coast Guard vessel, which leads coastal security efforts. The Rapid Response Fire vessel, which responds swiftly to maritime emergencies. And the MPA vessel, which maintains command over maritime operations. Protecting our waters, the combatant craft underwater combats maritime terrorism, while munitions such as the Aster and Harpoon missile keep our maritime assets safe from both aerial and seaborne threats.